Okay, January is quickly coming to a close, and this is one of the last films of the month, so let's talk about it. The movie is called The Loft, and when I saw the trailer a few months ago, I was not impressed by this film at all, but I have to say, this film had an impressive cast, so I think that was the only really motivation to actually watch it today. Now, the film stars Karl Urban from Star Trek and Lord of the Rings, James Marsden from X-Men, and I think he was in a Nicholas Sparks movie last year. And he also from Superman Returns and some other great stuff. I really like him. We got Wentworth Miller, who is from Prison Break and also wrote one of my favorite films of 2013, Stoker. He's also writing some other films. Looking forward to seeing those. And then we also have Eric Stonestreet from Modern Family, a show I don't watch, but I hear it's amazing, and I hear he's great in it as well. Now, this film tells the story of 5 guys. 2 of them are actually brothers, and we get to meet these 5 guys. They're successful, they love their wives, or girlfriends, or whatever. Whether they're married or not, I don't remember, but so they decide that they are, I think they're architects of some kind. Whatever, they probably built this building or something, and so, or at least Karl Urban, I think, built this building. Anyways, let's get on with the plot. Karl Urban decides that he has bought this loft, and he wants to share it with his 5 friends. So each of them take a piece of the pie, and are going to enjoy their wives, but maybe use the loft to enjoy other things. But we get to meet them when they are all going to the loft for some reason. They all have to meet up because there is a dead woman in their bed, in the loft, and it seems like maybe one of the 5 guys had a sexual experience with them and killed them. Killed her. So that's where the plot starts, that's where the movie starts, and it does go back and forth as we meet them in their relationship with their wives, and about a year before all of this is going to happen, you know, how they get the loft and all the amazing experiences they have and blah, 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 blah. You know, one thing I found about this movie before I should say, one thing I found about this movie after I saw the film, that this is actually a remake of an original film. So this is the second remake. This is the 3rd time this story is being told, and I think the director of this film directed the original film. I think it was a foreign language film from some country, but this is the first American version of this movie. I don't know if anybody cares. I didn't really care about that, but it was kind of fascinating to find out, like, after watching it, like, this movie has been remade a few times. So I'm wondering, I've never seen the original, The Loft. They're all called The Loft, or Loft. I'm wondering if the original is so good that it needed to be remade a few times, especially in America. So now I've seen the film. What did I think? Well, I really gave this movie a chance for a while because of the impressive cast. I love Karl. I think he's great in Star Trek, and James and Wentworth. I don't know Eric very much, but one thing that was really annoying me in this film was the acting styles of Eric Stonestreet. He was terrible in this movie, and I don't want to knock him as an actor. He's probably great in Modern Family. He's very funny with his characters in that. But in this film, he was just an annoying fat guy that loves his wife, but doesn't mind cheating on her and making her feel humiliated when he's at dinner parties, and he was just got on my nerve. I wanted him to just go away really fast. And it was just, he was there to be like, make all the fat jokes, be the fat guy, and make all the stupid, he had some of the worst dialogue in the movie. So, I try to not focus on his character, but focus on the stronger characters played by James, Karl, and Wentworth. And after a while, the story I got so bogged down by this really unimportant story with these unlikable characters. These characters, I don't like them. I hated them. We don't even get to know how they became friends. Was it through work? Did they meet at school where they learned how to build buildings? We didn't get that kind of character drama. It's all centered around a whodunit of all these characters are getting together and like, how are we going to get out of the situation? There's a dead woman in our loft, and one of us did that, and then there's something that happens over here with videotaping, and then there's something that happens over here with maybe someone cheating on somebody else. I'll tell you right now, there's only one character that I cared about in this movie, and you barely get to know this character, but they do a few things to help give you sympathy for this character, and that would be the wife, who is, sorry, I'm just playing this, she was the only one I cared about. The character, the wife character of Whitworth Miller. I really cared about her, but we don't really get to know her that well. But there was a few nice scenes. I thought maybe we would go somewhere, at least give us sympathy for the Whitworth Miller character, because he plays the guy that doesn't really want to cheat on his wife, but use the law for some other reasons that you can find out if you actually want to see this movie. But I would not recommend you see this film. Maybe the previous movies that were made before this that maybe tell the same story, maybe in a better way. I don't know. I just don't know why this film has been remade so many times. I'd be really curious. Has anybody seen this film, or at least the previous movies? I'd really like to know, what did you actually think about this movie? I didn't like it at all. I really gave it a chance for a while, but after a while it just got so convoluted, and I just did not care. I didn't like, there's not a single character except for that one woman that I didn't even like any of the other wives. They were just really awful. I mean, they were just bossy and stupid, and or just they were more stereotypical look at women, or stereotypical look at wives and how they're supposed to be in their relationship, than an actual real character. And so, anyways, this is just a stupid thriller that's just dumb, has terrible acting, a terrible script, and I wanted it to be over really soon. Luckily, it ended in less than an hour and 45 minutes. And it still was a long time. Anyways, I would not recommend this film. This is, it's one of the worst films I've seen in 2015. Yes, January. Thank you, January. But luckily it's over. We can hopefully move on to 2015. There's only a few more movies left in January, but we're going to move on, and hopefully movies will start getting better. But this is a completely forgettable film that I'm going to forget and stop talking about right now. And for that, I'm going to give The Loft, I'm going to give it 1 star out of 4. I'm MovieManCHAD. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter, and I'm on Facebook, and please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film. Also go to Long Beach Acting and Film Association right here on Facebook and Twitter. Please also go to MoviePilot.com, and if you enjoyed this video movie review, and if you actually seen this film, comment below, but please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. In the meantime, have a great day, a wonderful night, and a wonderful life, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review. Bye everyone. Peace be with you, my friends. Stay away from this movie.